Hey everybody, welcome to Esopus Meadows here on the Hudson River Mile 87. 87 miles from the mouth of the Hudson River down in New York City. We're going to be out here today going seining. We're going to take a net into the water, see what kind of fish we could catch. Here is the net. Well, that's actually Jeff, but Jeff is holding the net. Say hello, Jeff. Hello. So Jeff has this big old 50-footer here. We're going to take this out into the river, try and catch us some fish. You got the top of the net right here. You got some floats on the top, you got some weights on the bottom, you got two fisher people on either end, and hopefully you get some fish. All right, so Jeff's out in the water. You can see he's bringing that net towards shore. It's about 50 feet of net. Gonna bring it into the shore. We're gonna collapse the net, get it nice and ready to come in, and then we'll come back. All right, stand by everybody. All right, here comes the net. Let's see if we can get a shot of what we got here. Got a couple. Oh yeah, more than a couple. You see them? Oh yeah, there's some jumping. Yeah,
All
right.
Shiner.
More shiners, of course. All right, we're gonna get these into the bucket real quick. We'll be back in a sec.
Hey, what'd you catch, Eli?
We got some fish, that's for sure. Total amount of fish, I think, was around 9. Here we have our 3 different species of fish. So we let a couple of go because they were a little stressed out. But right here is a nice little catch for a short little pull on a cloudy day. We will separate them out and to show you guys the species in 1 second. All right. All right, so our first species today is the spot-tailed shiner. Spot-tailed shiner in the minnow family. This is about as big as they're gonna get. You might get a little bit larger, but this is definitely an adult. You can see maybe just a little bit, some of the scales are coming off, so they're a pretty fragile fish. We don't keep them for any amount of time. We just catch them and show them to our students, then release them back into the river. You can tell by the shape of their mouth, they got a little sort of downward pointing mouth, so they're eating stuff off the bottom. Things like crustaceans, aquatic insects, fish eggs, pretty much anything they can get their mouth on, really. Spot-tailed shiner, right? You can see it right there on its tail. That's where it gets its name, all right? A great little adaptation for a little fish like this. If you're a fish, well, if you're anything, would you rather be bit on your head or your tail? So they got this little bit of deception going on where they travel in schools, and with the eye having a spot and the tail having a spot, it's a little bit confusing for the predators coming at them. All right, I'm going to show you guys another fish here in 1 second.
You gonna let him go?
Yes, we'll let them go, for sure. Species number 2, the banded killifish. We say striped when the lines run from head to tail. We say banded when the lines run up and down. So if you can see that on the side there, this is the banded killifish. Another small fish lives in the minnow family. You're going to find them here in the shallows mostly of Esopus Meadows. Another schooling fish. These 2 species are probably the most common species that we catch here at Esopus Meadows. This is freshwater, so these are both freshwater fish. You won't find them in the saltier parts of the Hudson River estuary. There's several other different killifish species in the river as well. This here is our banded killifish. If you guys come back and do some fishing in May, you'll see them in their mating colors, which is a beautiful iridescent blue that shines from the male to attract the mate. So we got one more species, and I'll show you guys. Grab it right now. All right, our last species here is the tessellated darter. Tessellated means like a mosaic pattern or a geometric pattern. So these markings you can see on the darter here are tessellated. It's a fun word to say. Oh, you'll notice right now it's kind of resting on its pelvic fins. So this is actually a benthic fish. Benthic means that it lives on the bottom. So you can see it's kind of resting on its pelvic fins there. So those other species I showed you, they would be considered nectonic. They live in the middle of the water column. Even though they may feed on the bottom of the river, they generally will be found in the middle of the water column. However, the Tessellated darter lives on the bottom. You can see it's got a sort of downward pointed mouth. It's also eating, it's an omnivore. It eats algae. It eats fish eggs. It eats basically anything that can get its mouth around. Tessellated darter. That's our last species for today. Thank you. Hey, thanks for watching and support Hudson River Sloop Clearwater. We're out here trying to show you guys the river, tell you why it's amazing, and everybody should come out to the Hudson River as often as you can. All right, thanks for watching the video, folks. My name is Eli. I work for Hudson River Sloop Clearwater. We're out here catching fish. Take time to get outside. Take time to support Clearwater. We're doing amazing work, and the river wouldn't be what it is today without people like you, without people like us. We're all a community, and this is what we have. This is our treasure here in the Hudson River Valley. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for
Support
coming out.
Clearwater.